Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nathan Fabricant, and I'm here to talk to you about the death of WCS and the future of StarCraft 2. That's right, announced today, Blizzard Entertainment has effectively shut down what was known as the World Championship Series for StarCraft 2 and is now moving back towards a tournament-based ecosystem. Announced today was the ESL Pro Tour and the DreamHack Masters for StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Now, the most important thing to take away from all of this is, of course, there's been a lot of doubt, a lot of questions being asked, Activision's priorities, the quality of the BlizzCon finals that we had in 2019. And I guess this is hopefully an answer that will make many people happy. What I was able to hear about this before the announcement and everything that I've been able to see, at least from a behind the scenes perspective, has suggested that this is the better direction for the game to be going right now. But to quickly summarize, as I said, WCS will be done. There will be a new SC2 circuit, ESL Pro Tour, and the DreamHack SC2 Masters. So the biggest part about this that I'm just going to get out of the way quickly is the agreement for this deal is to go for 3 years, which means we have guaranteed StarCraft 2 esports this year, next year, and the next year. To me, this is extremely important because players who are trying to break through to that upper echelon of the talent pool in StarCraft 2, there's always been the question mark of the motivation to bring in new players, to bring in and grow the community so that we don't just have the same people winning over and over. And a security blanket this long, to me, is a huge motivator for players who want to get in and become a champion. They know that the game's not going to disappear next year. They know it's not going to disappear in 2021. So it's a huge motivator to grow. And Apollo, if you guys remember, the StarCraft 2 commentator, he's been running a lot of stuff behind the scenes at ESL since his departure from commentary. And being able to speak with him, they have a lot of stuff planned for StarCraft. They have a lot of things that they want to do. And to me, one of the biggest reasons why this is such an important change is Activision has been going through a lot of changes over the last couple of years. We all miss Mike Morhaime. We know that things have slowed down on the development front for StarCraft 2. And I personally have always believed that it is very important to want the product that you put out to be as good as it can be. And if that doesn't line up with the company's, the rest of the company's goals and their visions, then be handing it off to an organization that's going to put their name on it, that's going to put their reputation on it, to me inspires a hope and a confidence that ESL isn't just going to make this StarCraft tournament for someone else. This is their StarCraft tournament now. This is DreamHack StarCraft tournament for them to do their branding and go all out to make that extra content, that B-roll that we're missing. And frankly speaking, I'm super excited, even for Katowice coming up, and good God, it's the end of next month. And that's going to be, I think, a really big tone setter, as it always has been in the StarCraft community, for getting people excited about StarCraft 2, for bringing great quality production, amazing content pieces, and of course, awesome StarCraft. The Challenger system has been replaced with what seems to be an online tournament league in the form of what basically was the hollowed out shell that became Go for SC2. So I believe we're going to be getting a return of that with points that are going to be seeding into these tournaments for qualifiers. I'm not 100% on that, just based off of my reading of this, but a huge investment, $1.2 million each year for the prize pool for the new circuit that's going to be run by ESL and DreamHack. And of course, possibly, they haven't had the details yet, but we still await confirmation on whether there's going to be something like GSL next year, which I have a pretty high confidence we're going to see GSL. I obviously can't say anything, but actually I don't know anything about, nobody tells me this stuff, but I'm pretty confident. Anyway, just absolutely fantastic to see that StarCraft 2 is going to continue to have an anchor point for the scene and also a prize for younger players to have their eyes on, because heaven knows we don't need Clem leaving us to go play Fortnite or something like that. Having stability in this scene is huge. having that opportunity for players and leagues to grow is absolutely massive. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly touch on that for anybody that was interested in what's been going on in StarCraft. We've all been waiting for the WCS announcement, and it seems like we should hopefully be hearing about the upcoming events soon. I know that they've already discussed on their social medias about, I believe they mentioned Valencia and Dallas, of course, on top of IEM Katowice, which is going to be happening. So the only other thing to keep note of then is that IEM Katowice is going to be replacing BlizzCon in terms of the World Championship decider, not for this year, but they'll be doing the 2020 championship. It'll be kind of like American football. You're going to have your 2020 championship at Katowice at the start of next year, is the impression that I'm under based on how I've read this. But that does mean that they've actually mentioned that BlizzCon is still going to have something StarCraft related. It is just not going to be the World Championship. They seem to stress that quite a bit. It will still be there, and they'll show more details. So it could be something like some sort of all-star match, could be something like a GSL versus the World event. I don't know. Anything is possible, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update on this. I've been talking way too much already. Thank you so much for swinging by, and hopefully see you guys out on the internet enjoying StarCraft for a few more years. Live game. Live game.